Santa Clarita's hometown station, KHTS. Different time, same awesomeness here for the City of Hope show on your hometown station, KHTS. Kind of a different show, too. We usually get some of the doctors in here to talk shop, as it were, but we have some very special guests in studio. More of the, I don't know, I don't want to say grunt work, but what do you guys do? What do you guys, we have, well, I should probably introduce you. We have Terry Gore, and we have Mandy Eglseder here to talk about the City of Hope, Santa Clarita. You can go, it's on Valencia Boulevard, Suite 250 of the building, right across from City Hall, second floor there of that medical building, right next to the Bank of America in that area as well. How are you guys doing? Good. Terry, what is your title? I don't have your business card in front of me, and Mandy, I'm gonna have you say it because your titles is very, very long. So
our titles are very long.
Yes.
So I am the Senior Manager of Physician Relations for the City of Hope Medical Foundation, Business Development Transaction Management.
And deep breath. Okay. All right. There you go. Mandy, what is your title over there? I have it, but I'm going to let you say it again.
That's okay.
Okay.
My name is Mandy Eglseder, and I am the Physician Relations Liaison for City of Hope community practice sites in Santa Clarita, Mission Hills, and Simi Valley.
Okay.
So that whole North Valley area.
You can drive. You drive
Freeway
some places.
therapy.
Yeah.
At its greatest.
There you go. Just hop on. Just put on the KHTS, and you'll be fine on those freeways.
Yeah, so grunt work is a good analogy. It's more like groundwork.
There you go. I like groundwork better.
Yeah, there you go.
I want to open the show. Of course, go to cityofhope.org. You can go /Santa Clarita. Just go to cityofhope.org. Let's start with an overview first. Before we get in, we actually have a pretty big announcement to talk about. I had a little inside info from Dr. Hajar. I saw him yesterday, who's been on the show before. But he gave me a little taste of the announcement, but we'll get to that in just a second. But let's get an overview of what exactly, for these people who don't know what the City of Hope is. What is the City of Hope? And how much of a benefit is it to have it here in the Santa Clarita Valley? So I'm going to defer to you, Terry. You haven't been on the show in a long time.
I know.
You were on the first couple shows, and then you left. And I heard there were rumors about me offending you or something. I don't know if those were true.
Yeah, we'll talk about it later.
You know how the rumor mill starts.
Yeah.
But talk to me about City of Hope. What is City of Hope?
Well, City of Hope is a comprehensive cancer research and treatment hospital. It's one of the top hospitals in the nation for cancer care. That care has been taken out to the communities, and we have opened, as of now, it'll be 15 community practice sites throughout Southern California. So we can give all of that world-class care to communities, and people do not have to drive to get it.
Yeah, and we joked about the freeway therapy seconds ago, but really it's such a blessing here in the Santa Clarita Valley. It's kind of a different feel here in the Santa Clarita Valley, and to have this right here in our, I would say backyard, but it's really in our front yard. It's in Valencia. It's right next to City Hall. That's our front yard.
Yes.
And it's great to have it here, especially with this type of treatment. And I mean, Mandy, you see patients. You don't see patients, but you see them coming in and out.
Yes, definitely.
I mean, how much of a difference do you think it makes having this available here in this?
Such a huge difference. I mean, to be here in the community and be able to treat patients for surgical oncology, medical oncology, gynecological, or I always mess
There
up on
it
that
is.
word,
That's okay.
gynecologic care, gynecologic, oncology, breast surgery, urology, all of those specialties in Santa Clarita for cancer patients, so they don't have to drive out of the valley. It makes a huge difference.
Yeah.
And the patients, when they're going through cancer, I mean, they need their support from their family in this valley.
Yeah.
And so if they don't have to drive and they can stay here, that's most important.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, emotionally, it's got to help. I personally, and honestly, physically, I think it might help because personally, I haven't, and thankfully, I haven't had to deal with, chemotherapy treatments and stuff like that. None of my relatively close family has had to deal with it either. And
We hope you never do.
Yeah, I hope I never do also. And one thing, though, is, going through that physically, you're doing it, the chemotherapy, and then you have to drive back here, for in the 405 or the 5 freeway, and you have to deal with that stuff. And being able to have it here, it's got to be a help here, having it in the Santa Clarita Valley.
It is, and I think what makes it even a little bit different and kind of just brings it home is the doctors don't only practice here, but they live here.
Yeah.
So you're going to run into them at the grocery store. Your kids and their kids might be friends because they go to school together. You're going to see them at school functions. You're going to see them out and about in the community. This is their community.
Yeah. And like, you know, we do traffic on the 8s for the morning and afternoon drive. Couple times in the last couple weeks, there's been accidents near the 210 and the 5, and it really shuts down the Santa Clarita Valley. So that's kind of a good gauge to show you that we are, you know, different than Los Angeles. We're further north, where those mountains kind of separate us. We're our own community, and we're growing. We're a huge city, but it's got a small town feel to it. And having this, being able to take care of these type of situations is fantastic to have here in the Santa Clarita Valley. One of the things about City of Hope that I love having the doctors on. Normally, like I said, the City of Hope show, which airs Wednesdays throughout the month. This is a special show because we're doing it on a Friday, but the City of Hope show, you can go to cityofhope.org. One of the cool things about having the doctors on is, one, I get to learn about the doctors, and they get to pronounce words that I'm not able to pronounce, and all of those things.
Or neither are we.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Same.
And so one of the cool things, though, is how, one, passionate they are about their just helping people, but also how passionate they are about the research that they do. We've had a few of, a majority of them come on and say, you know, what's great about City of Hope is not only do we, you know, have the best care, but we also do have the best research. We do a lot of research, and this is kind of like doctors who love research. This is the place to go. But with that, we have kind of a big announcement to make.
We do.
We've done some research, and now we're doing some. Well, I'll let you say it. We have some exciting stuff happening at City of Hope.
Yeah, we just received an announcement from Robert Stone, who is our president and chief officer at the City of Hope Medical Center, which is the hospital in Duarte where the research happens. But from that research comes the clinical trials that go out to the community. So even though you live in Santa Clarita, those clinical trials are available to you if you're eligible for them. So the announcement that just came out to all of the staff on the 18th, just a couple of days ago, was that we're pleased to announce that the City of Hope has been selected as one of the first authorized centers in the nation to provide the first FDA-approved CAR T therapy for adult patients with refractory aggressive non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, which is NHL. That's most people know it by.
Okay.
It's a significant breakthrough in treatment for one of the most common cancers in the United States, and we're proud to partner with Kite Pharma, Inc. in offering this important, potentially life-saving new therapy to NHL patients. City of Hope is one of the most comprehensive CAR T clinical research programs in the world.
That's fantastic.
So Santa Clarita has that available to them right here in this community. We have 13 CAR T clinical trials that are ongoing and plan to accelerate our impact by opening 9 additional trials in 2018, which includes trials for patients with multiple myeloma, prostate cancer, and breast cancer. So we anticipate a significant growth in CAR T-cell therapies and have made this one of our focal points for our strategic plan coming up.
This is fantastic.
It's amazing.
So let's break down a little bit. When maybe for, you know, people that don't understand, what is a clinical trial? What does that mean for the City of Hope, and what is a clinical trial? What does that mean?
Well, a clinical trial is new drugs that the researchers have developed that are in the stages. They've been FDA approved, but now they're in the stages to bring them to the local population.
Yeah.
So there are specific parameters around being eligible for different clinical trials, whichever and whatever they are.
Yeah.
So once you come to the City of Hope, depending on your diagnosis, you meet with your physician. They go through your whole entire care plan. And if you're eligible for any of the trials that we have at that point, then either those trials are delivered here at your community practice site. Some of them still have to happen at the campus because, you know, there's drug ramifications and there's certain things that maybe they can't be transported or whatever the case is. So we want to do the best for the patient. So if they have to go to campus, well, for a really life-saving clinical
like this,
trial, I mean, I'd make that drive. But in the future, once those are released, then certain phases can be done at the community practice sites.
Yeah, and the point I wanted to make was these clinical trials, there's research being done. Like I said, City of Hope people love doing research. It's like It's funny because they come in and they talk about treating people with cancer, but then they're like, all right, can take a segment here and talk about the research we're doing because we're really excited about it. You get some of the doctors talk about the robotics and just different like clinical trials. And the point I wanted to make is these clinical trials aren't just let's see what let's throw it against the wall and see what sticks. There's been research done, and there's been strides made to get the patients cancer-free.
Yeah, and these clinical trials that they've delivered at campus show positive results. So once they go through that entire process and they're seeing all these positive results, maybe remissions, decreases in tumors, whatever they may be. I'm not a clinician, so I can't speak to that. But then that's when they're offered to the masses.
Yeah, and the thing is when a person, every person is different.
Everybody.
So what's one research or what's one method will be different results for one. Another would be maybe these clinical trials. If one thing's not working, these clinical trials could save somebody's life.
Absolutely, because like you said, we are all different.
Yeah.
And our bodies are put together different. So the way I react to a medication may not be the way you react to a medication. One could cure you and not really do much for me. So then that way, now we start on the process of finding out what will work for that individual.
Yeah. We're speaking with Terry Gore and Mandy Eglseder from the City of Hope. You can go to cityofhope.org/Santa Clarita, check out the facility here. It's on Valencia Boulevard, right across from City Hall. You can go check out their new-ish facilities. New-ish, right?
New-ish, a little over a year.
Okay.
So.
No, it's still newish. I think
Newish.
2 years is new, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll be new as long as you want us to
Okay,
be.
all right, yeah. But go check out the facility. And one thing about, so we have these clinical trials. We have the regular stuff that you can do for cancer treatment here in the Santa Clarita Valley. But we also, at City of Hope, they also will be a second opinion if you need it.
Absolutely.
So one of the things that, there's been issues, in my family with treatments and different things like that. And you said, you know what, Terry, this was you one time. If there's an issue, just have them come by and we can give them all the options.
Absolutely.
So that's another thing that the City of Hope does.
And a lot of times when people are in maybe a managed care, an HMO or an IPA system, because that's where your treatment is from, and you can't really go out of that system for cost sakes. But you can always come to the City of Hope and make sure that whatever treatment and whatever's going on, that you're on the right track. Get peace of mind.
Yeah.
No, you're headed in the right direction.
Yeah.
That helps you be the best advocate for you that you can be. If you're educated and have all your options out on the table for you, then you can be the best advocate for yourself. So what is the process with the support system? Because obviously we have really great doctors, but in terms of support system, what is there? Is there people that help the family deal with this? What's the process there?
Well, there's a lot available. I mean, when you're diagnosed with cancer, it affects more than just the person that's diagnosed. It affects the entire family.
Yeah. Well, I like one. I can't remember who it was. I think it was Fekrazad that came in, and he talked about, and he's a doctor at City of Hope, and he talked about, well, yes, we're saying all these statistics where like 30% of these cancers happen, 50% of this cancer happens to people. For the most part, that's 100% of a person in that family. Like
Absolutely.
That's 100% of their dad in that family.
That's right.
So that's something that was really great to hear from a doctor about that. While statistics are important, it's important to realize that is 100% of the family. So, sorry, I cut you off there.
No,
what are some of the issues there?
Well, there's a lot of resources available in Santa Clarita. That's one thing that I can say about this community is that they do take care of their people. Circle of Hope is a very large organization that helps women with cancer.
Yeah.
If they can't afford to pay for their care, they're there to help. They have support groups.
Yeah.
There's all kinds of support groups here. There's all kinds of individual support. Our physicians and staff offer as much support as we possibly can. We try to incorporate any of the programs and services that they have at campus, mirror those in the local communities, work with the hospitals, the social workers. It takes the entire community to pull this off. It isn't us against them. We're all in this together.
Yeah.
And we can all help everybody get better.
And one theme that, again, going back to the previous interviews I've done, but one theme with the City of Hope doctors is, I always ask, hey, why? This is a really, it's a tough area of medicine to be in. And so why did you choose this? And one of the big things is, it's one thing to be a surgeon and just general surgeon and just do your job, know what you do, and then send the person on their way. But with this, they're part of the process. They're part of the healing process. They're part of the treatment process. They like being part of the process and being a part of
the bigger
the patient.
picture.
Yeah.
The bigger picture. This is about people's lives.
Yeah.
And regardless of who you are and where you're from, you're entitled to the best care possible.
Yeah.
That's why we take all the multiple different insurances that we do. You can't come into a community and say, oh, we're only going to help your private insurance patients. That's a very small piece of the pie. We want to help everybody.
Yeah.
So it's just the culture at City of Hope, and the doctors are just vested in their care. The staff is invested in the people. Amanda's invested in all the referring providers and all of the outreach and getting the word out to the people that we're here to help. City of Hope is an amazing organization, and if you unfortunately get that diagnosis, but you have the opportunity to go there, go. It's your life we're talking about.
Yeah.
And all the physicians at City of Hope will do everything in their power to give you back your life.
And including all of the research with the big stuff,
Yep,
right?
it's a no-brainer, right?
Including all of the research. This is the
No-brainer.
City of Hope show on your hometown station, KHTS. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll talk more with Mandy and Terry from City of Hope. Go to cityofhope.org/Santa Clarita for more information.
Drugs or alcohol abuse can tear a family apart. In Santa Clarita, just like everywhere else, it's an epidemic. The Way Out Recovery is here to help. Call them now at 296-4444 or visit them on the web at thewayoutrecoveryscv.com. The Way Out offers outpatient treatment for adolescents, adults, and family members. The Way Out is compassionate, caring, professional, and confidential. You and your family don't have to suffer any longer. Call The Way Out Recovery now, 296-4444, or visit thewayoutrecoveryscv.com and make an appointment. Asking for help is the first step.
Pumpkins are back in Santa Clarita, just a short ride up Bouquet Canyon. Introducing the Gilchrist Farm Harvest Festival and Pumpkin Patch, with pumpkins, and more pumpkins. Open from 9 a.m. till 6 p.m. daily in October, the festival is full of pony rides, farm animals, live entertainment, farm crafts, and pig races. Book your professional photo session in the Pumpkin Patch. Learn how to milk a goat, gather eggs, and best of all, pick your perfect Halloween pumpkin. Nostalgia's returned to Santa Clarita. It's now at Gilchrist Farm, gilchristfarm.com.
The Black Square, where everything is always made from scratch, always farm to table, and always organic. We offer artisan pizzas, delicious burgers, and creamy superfood shakes. The Black Square has a great selection of over 27 California craft beers to satisfy any palate, as well as craft sodas and organic teas. The Black Square provides a full-service, plant-based, friendly, and omnivore menu. Dine in, take out. You choose, we provide. The Black Square, breaking free of the chains. The Black Square Cache Public House on Cinema Drive between Railroad Avenue and Valencia Drive.
The most family-friendly, free Halloween celebration is at Real Life Church, Saturday, October 28th from 3 to 8 p.m. Have your kids enjoy Halloween in a safe, friendly setting, including an indoor magic show, petting zoo, trunk-or-treat area, and a ton of free candy. Be sure to come hungry and enjoy food vendors, bounce in the bounce houses, play games at the park, and get pumpkins at the Pumpkin Patch. Halloween at Real Life Church, Saturday, October 28th from 3 to 8 p.m. Full details at reallifechurch.org.
City of Hope is a leader in cancer research and treatment, and there's a City of Hope location right here in Santa Clarita, eliminating a major barrier in the fight against cancer: distance to quality care. Santa Clarita has the advantages of City of Hope's renowned clinical expertise, compassionate care, and access to clinical trials. Find out more at cityofhope.org/Santa Clarita or call 661-799-1999.
KHTS. I can change the world. I'll be the sunlight in your universe.
Santa Clarita's hometown station, KHTS. I am Kyle Jennings. This is the City of Hope show on your hometown station, KHTS. Special time here. Normally on a Wednesday, now we're doing it on a Friday for a special edition. We have Mandy Eglseder and Terry Gore joining me in studio. We had some fun talking about some of the great things that, the big announcement. Can you give a brief overview of the big announcement real quick, Tori?
Oh, the
and
CAR
Carrie?
T-cell therapy that is now will be available in 2018 for clinical trials
Clinical
to
trials.
patients throughout the world.
They're trying to, City of Hope, they always try to get as many clinical trials as they can. It feels
Absolutely.
like they're doing as much research as they can over there. But let's talk about specifics here with City of Hope. We did talk about specifics, but what different type of things are offered at the City of Hope? Different types of treatments and different types of things happening.
Well, there's tons and tons. So I'm thinking we should probably just talk about Santa Clarita, what we have available here
Yes,
in Santa Clarita.
let's do that.
So we have several physicians on staff at our practice here in Santa Clarita off of Valencia Boulevard. All of those physicians do live here in that community. So they're here to be here for patients when needed. We have medical oncology, hematology, general surgery, oncology surgery, breast, gyne, prostate, stomach,
Urology.
esophageal, urology. The full gamut of everything. So for urology, you do not have to be a cancer patient to see one of our urologists. It's kind of like getting your specialist all wrapped up into one. They do basic urology,
Okay.
so that's available as well.
Okay.
It's a big need
Yeah.
in pretty much any community.
It
So,
affects a lot of people.
lot of
Urological
people.
stuff, it affects a lot of people.
a lot of people.
So maybe we could do this a little bit. When we've been, well, not we, but somebody is
Oh,
diagnosed
you're one
with
of us
cancer.
now. You're
part
it's a we.
Part of the group.
It's a we.
We accept you.
Someone has been diagnosed with cancer, and we've decided the treatment, and we can get all the treatment done at the City of Hope, right? The different types, other than surgical stuff, that doesn't happen at City of Hope.
Well,
right?
that happens at the local hospitals.
That happens, yeah.
All
Okay.
of our physicians are privileged and credentialed at the local hospitals.
Okay.
So even though you may have your surgery at Henry Mayo or at Providence Holy Cross, it's a City of Hope surgeon that's doing your surgery. And then all your follow-up care can be done at the local community right next to
Okay.
the hospital.
But you can do. There's chemotherapy set up in
There's
there.
chemotherapy.
Yeah.
We do not do radiation therapy here in Santa Clarita. We partner with Vantage,
Okay.
which is on campus at Henry Mayo. So you still don't have to leave for your
Yeah.
radiation therapy.
Yeah.
You just go over to the radiation center at Henry Mayo and receive that there. And it's under the direction of the City of Hope physicians. And they work hand in hand with the radiation oncologists at Vantage to
Okay.
make sure you get taken care of.
Okay. Cool. And maybe give me a tiny bit of like a walkthrough. When we walk into City of Hope, what's the situation there? Like, what happens?
Well, I think that when you first walk into City of Hope, most people are scared to death.
Yeah,
because, you know,
that's
you've-
that's the feeling.
You've hit
Yeah,
a
that's
brick
probably
wall. You've
yeah.
been diagnosed with cancer. But the one thing about City of Hope, and I don't know how, but when you walk in, you just
Yeah.
you feel like
I gotcha.
Okay, I'm gonna be okay. I'm at City of Hope, and you just get that overwhelming feeling of I'm home. I'm where I'm supposed to be,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna be okay.
Okay.
Because even though we have our physicians here, that's still a direct link to campus. So if there's a special case, or if there's maybe something that's very rare, they can confer with those physicians at campus and get that best care to you, and you don't have to drive.
Yeah.
So you have all of City of Hope in the palm of your hand, no matter where they're located, right?
Exactly.
cityofhope.org/Santa Clarita to learn more. They're over on Valencia Boulevard, right across from City Hall, next to Bank of America on the second floor there. My kids go to the doctor on the bottom floor.
We'll
there.
stop on by and say
will.
hi.
Just
We
say
have
hi.
candy.
What?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right, noted. All right, noted.
Stop
I'm
by
gonna-
for Halloween.
I will. Mandy, I want to talk to you a little bit. Physicians Relations Liaison. I know you come here once a month to get some doctors on the air, but what are you doing in the community? Because you do a lot of community outreach stuff as well,
Yeah,
right?
so I do a lot of community outreach for the physicians. I'm kind of that person between the local physician offices and the City of Hope physicians. I keep that communication open. I make sure, if a patient needs help with getting connected to the City of Hope doctors, I'm that person. If there's
Okay.
any issues, I go between the Mission Hills, the Simi Valley, and the Santa Clarita, all those local offices to make sure that that communication is open and the local offices know everything that's up to date about City of Hope and our services.
Oh, okay. So you're going to make sure that they know about these new clinical
Absolutely.
research things.
Exactly.
that are
Or,
happening.
yeah, if there's new clinical trials or if there's new services available at the local City of Hope office, I'm that person who lets them know, hey, this is new information, this is updated. If you need to get in touch with any of our physicians, here's their cell phone number, their email.
Yeah.
Here's my cell phone and email.
Yeah. So you
new physicians.
okay.
Yep, new
Yeah.
physicians.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
any type of new
Anything.
information,
Yep.
you make sure that it gets to all of the necessary
yep.
people.
Right.
Yep.
Okay.
Physician and community.
Okay. Like going to a radio station and talking on the radio.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Making sure about any new stuff.
Making sure that, we're here for you.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so this is one thing we were talking during the break a little bit, but I want to talk to you guys a little bit. You, Terry, you were with the American Cancer Society prior to coming to City of Hope.
Yes.
And you were also, right,
Also,
Mandy?
yes.
Okay, so you guys both did that. What was it? I'm going to start with Terry first, if that's okay, Mandy. I'm going to start
fine.
with Terry. What was it about the American Cancer Society that made you jump on board? And you were there, how long were you there for?
12 years.
12 years. What was it about the American Cancer Society?
My dad had recently been diagnosed with colon cancer, and we were hit with that brick wall and had no idea what to do. None. So the first place I did is, of course, went onto the computer and Googled the American Cancer Society. He was in a different state, but I found out about all of the different programs and services that were available for him, all the education that they have. I mean, they're an amazing organization with tons of resources and tons of information for patients. So after walking through that process with him, getting him to where he was, in a better way on his path to recovery, I just knew that this is what I needed to do.
Okay.
So basically went to the American Cancer Society and insisted, you're going to hire me because this is what I'm supposed to do. Was lucky enough
You
that
don't
I
seem
got
like you have the
that
type of
job.
personality that you can do
Yeah,
that,
no,
Terry.
I'm very
shocked.
shy. I'm not outgoing.
yeah.
Was blessed enough to get that position, worked my way up through the American Cancer Society, and had my love for oncology.
Yeah.
And then after there,
What type of roles did you have at the American Cancer
I
Society?
started out as a patient service specialist.
Okay.
So I was making sure the patients were getting all the local programs and services, the road to recovery, reach to recovery, look good, feel better, all the different things that kind of help make that journey a little bit easier.
Okay.
And then from there, just worked my way up, and I was the director of the Antelope Valley and the Ridgecrest office. So just making sure that everything ran smooth, patients got what they needed, resources were available, all of the different fundraising that goes to, promote all of those services. And then one day I was actually walking across the parking lot, and our esteemed leader, Letitia Kubel, who is the administrator for the Antelope Valley and the Santa Clarita practice sites,
Okay.
approached me and asked me if I would be interested in coming to the City of Hope. It was like, drop your purse. Are you kidding? Yes.
So, okay,
When?
so when did you learn about the City of Hope?
Well, I've known about the City of Hope for many, many years.
Okay.
I've worked with their physicians for many, many
Okay.
years during my role with the American Cancer Society on community outreach events, doctors speaking, city forums, making sure that patients were getting connected between different locations.
So listening
different
to people like
facilities.
Mandy,
Absolutely,
making sure that
listening to people
yeah.
like Mandy. So I'd worked with City of Hope for many, many years, and it had always been one of those things in the back of your head. It's like, man, I want to work there. I want to work there. Stars aligned. Thank God for me. And I took the job at City of Hope. I was the first liaison that they hired after City of Hope had opened community practice sites. And it's like, okay, well, we've opened these sites, but it takes more than just educating the physicians. It's educating the community on the different things that are available to them. And from there, just grew, and now we have 15 community practice sites and a whole team of liaisons that we go out and educate physicians, hospitals, the community about City of Hope, who we are, where we are, what we do, and how we can help their patients.
How big of a hill is that to climb, getting people to understand these resources are available to them in the
It's not
community?
a hill.
Okay.
If you love what you do and you have passion about the field that you're in, it's not a hill.
Yeah.
It's It's a way of life, really.
Okay.
And it's so much bigger than any of us. This is about people's lives.
Yeah.
So if we're put in the position that we have the ability to help people get to the best place possible for care, that's a blessing. That's a blessing.
We're speaking with Terry Gore and Mandy Eglseder from the City of Hope. You can go to cityofhope.org/Santa Clarita to learn more. Go check them out on Valencia Boulevard, right across from City Hall. And Mandy, you also were involved with the American Cancer Society.
Absolutely
I
was.
stole her.
Oh, is that what happened?
Yes.
Did you? So were you guys there? You guys cross paths at the same time or no?
We've worked together for a
Kind of,
few
yeah.
years.
Okay.
And I needed a liaison for the Santa Clarita area, and I'd worked with Mandy, and she's such a dedicated hard worker, and she does what she does from her heart, and that's the kind of people that I'm attracted to. So
Yeah.
I walked up to her and said, "Hey,
And it's the
want to
same
work at City of Hope?"
And it's the same thing Terry was describing. You know, my heart and soul was in what I did with the American Cancer Society, helping connect people to Road to Recovery, Reach to Recovery, Look Good, Feel Better, that's hosted at Henry Mayo, and the fundraising for the Relay for Life of Santa Clarita Valley. You know, all of that I really care about, and I do it because of my stepdad who passed 11 years ago of a rare bile duct cancer, and I just had been involved with the American Cancer Society. But we always knew about City of Hope and all the amazing things City of Hope is doing. So the moment she asked me, "Hey, physician relations liaison, drop your bags. Oh my God, City of Hope, sign me up." You know.
So what was your background? Because you went to college, right? What was your background?
Actually, I was an art major. That
Oh,
worked
okay.
out real well for me.
Okay.
No, I was an art major, minor in business, and you know, after college, art doesn't work out. You know, for some people.
Some people, yeah.
So I actually worked in a college setting. I was an academic advisor.
Okay.
At a college, helping students from their second course on to graduation. Moved out from Iowa to San Diego to continue that, and
That's
through
Iowa
that
to San Diego.
Yes.
Good grief.
No, it was worth it.
Yeah, no. Oh, no, I know.
Trust
Yeah.
me. But during that time, I was also volunteering for the American Cancer Society and the Relay for Life movement in memory of my stepdad. And, you know, I kind of hit a plateau with my career at that time and saw that Relay for Life was hiring in San Diego. And as soon as I interviewed, I'm like, sign me up. This is something that you need to take me. I don't even care where in the state I go. This is meant for me. I need to be pursuing something where I'm fighting cancer. And they're like, have you heard of Santa Clarita? Well,
And you
no,
said,
but
no, I haven't.
No, actually, no, I haven't. But hey, I'm gonna go there, and then packed my bags, moved again, and Santa
still
Clarita.
here.
Yeah, Santa Clarita's a really great community, and I love it here. So it was a blessing. Yeah.
It's one of those special communities because, like I said, we spoke about this earlier in the show, but those mountains to the south kind of block us from the Los Angeles. We're still LA County, but it's kind of like a hometown feel, even though we're huge, especially compared to, we're celebrating our 30th birthday here for the city, but it's kind of a different feel here in the Santa Clarita Valley.
Where's the cake?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not actually sure of the exact date. I'm going to be in trouble for not knowing the exact date of the incorporation of the city. But it's a special place here, the Santa Clarita Valley, and it's really great that we have access to the facilities that City of Hope offers. And again, go to cityofhope.org. This is the City of Hope show on your hometown station, KHTS. And so, what did you come in with this role? Did both of you come in with the same role you're in now to City of
Amanda
Hope?
did
Yeah.
to
Okay.
City of Hope.
So you did not, though, Terry.
No, I came in as the first physician liaison
Oh, okay.
for the community practice site. Yeah.
So you're an expert in what she does.
Well, I wouldn't say
Yes,
expert.
she is. She absolutely is.
No. But City of Hope, I think that when you're passionate about what you do and you love what you do, it reflects in your work.
Okay.
And we had growth, got a lot of new patients to life-saving care.
Yeah.
And City of Hope recognized we need to probably do this in all communities to make sure everybody's aware of who we are, what we do, and how to get to us. I was just so lucky to know Amanda. Through working with ACS and the passion that she had, I was like, oh no, you're coming with me, sister.
So what's the next move for you guys in your roles? What are you just going to keep plugging away at what you're doing, or is
plugging away.
there different goals that you guys have?
Our goal is just to get that care to as many people as possible. This is about people's lives, and that's a big enough goal right there. If this is all I ever do the rest of my life, I'm fine.
You're fine with that.
I'm fine.
And do you have any goals that you have other than
Just literally what she said.
just echoing?
Yeah.
Echoing
The
that?
exact same thing.
Okay.
Repeat and repeat over
Yeah.
here.
Awesome stuff. Okay, so this is the City of Hope show on your hometown station, KHTS. We're going to take a quick break and wrap things up. Again, go to cityofhope.org/Santa Clarita. If you, a family member, is affected by cancer, which, sadly, a lot of people's family members are. If you've already been diagnosed, we've spoke about this, but if you've already been diagnosed, you can
There's
go.
hope.
You can go to City of Hope and
Yeah.
not only get maybe some different type of treatment, but you can also maybe get some peace of mind in saying, "Hey, you've been diagnosed. This is what they recommended. I would recommend that also, just a second
Absolutely.
opinion as well."
Yep.
So go over there, or you know what, Mandy and Terry, you guys will give them a tour, right?
You never
Yeah,
know. We
stop
might
on
just
by.
stop by and see you.
Oh, okay.
Hey,
Yeah, there you go.
come on with us.
Okay, and then, but go over again. The City of Hope is over on Valencia Boulevard across from City Hall. Quick break. We'll wrap things up on the City of Hope show on your hometown station, KHTS.
Yeah, there's
Come join me, Arif Halby, for Total Financial Solutions Safer Money Hour. Every Tuesday at noon, we uncover ways to help you manage your money, get out of debt, and prepare for your retirement. That's every Tuesday at noon on Total Financial Solutions Safer Money Hour. Are you not sure if you can retire yet? Listen to us and learn about tips for savings, retirement strategies, and so much more. That's every Tuesday at noon on Total Financial Solutions Safer Money Hour on your hometown station, AM 1220, KHTS.
There are times when nothing else will do because you know exactly what you want. You want the Alamo, the taste of true Mexican cooking at its best. At Alamo, you're treated to a taste that is truly Mexican with an atmosphere to match. Enjoy a Cadillac margarita, try a mucho burrito, or sizzling fajitas. Voted the best Mexican food in the SCV and a favorite of former supervisor Mike Antonovich. Alamo Rotisserie in Granary Square, serving Santa Clarita for over 30 years.
Coming soon to the Canyon Santa Clarita, Gin Blossoms, Eddie Money, Chris Christopherson, Timothy B. Schmidt, Petula Clark, Tower of Power, Berlin, Todd Rundgren, Jefferson Starship, John Hyatt, The Spinners, Doc In, Lynch Mod, English Beat, Sinbad, Cinderella's Tom Kiefer, Ricky Lee Jones, Ambrosia, Donovan Frankenreiter, Boogie Nights, and many more. Soulful Sunday brunch every Sunday, country nights on Wednesdays, and they're the perfect place to host your holiday parties and special events. The Canyon Santa Clarita, where music meets the soul. Tickets available through Ticketmaster.
Doing right starts right here. At Union Bank, community banking is at the heart of what we do. From giving customers more convenient access to their money to financing their homes here in the neighborhood. Union Bank believes in acting locally. We also believe that investing in local businesses helps everyone. For over 150 years, Union Bank has grown strong one community at a time. We live here, we do business here, and we're here for you. Stop by your local branch today to experience the strength of community banking. There are 3 Union Bank branches conveniently located in the Santa Clarita and Antelope Valley area. To find your nearest branch, visit unionbank.com. Loan subject to credit and collateral approval. Financing available for collateral located in California, Oregon, and Washington. Fees and restrictions may apply. Terms and conditions subject to change. MUFG Union Bank N.A. member FDIC equal housing lender. Union Bank is a registered trademark and brand name of MUFG Union Bank N.A.
At Advanced Audiology, we know how important hearing is to you, your loved ones, your work success, your safety, and your ability to stay in the game. Most people won't admit hearing loss to themselves or others. We make it easy for you. Today's digital hearing aids come in a variety of styles, including invisible. All feature-rich, providing unparalleled hearing quality, wearing comfort, and automation that simplifies your life. Don't be fooled by our imitators. There's only one Advanced Audiology with the purple sign next to AAA on Valencia Boulevard.
City of Hope is a leader in cancer research and treatment, and there's a City of Hope location right here in Santa Clarita, eliminating a major barrier in the fight against cancer: distance to quality care. Santa Clarita has the advantages of City of Hope's renowned clinical expertise, compassionate care, and access to clinical trials. Find out more at cityofhope.org/Santa Clarita or call 661-799-19
KHTS. I can change the world. I'll be the sunlight in your universe. You would think my love was really something.
Santa Clarita's hometown station, KHTS. This is the City of Hope show on your hometown station. Go, if you missed it, go to hometownstation.com. We'll put the podcast up as well. We're also streaming live at facebook.com. Forgot to say that. Yeah, so you can wave. There's the camera right there. Yeah. We're with Terry Gore and Mandy Eglseder, and they are really the community relations liaisons for the City of Hope. And we want to wrap up here by saying you can go to cityofhope.org/Santa Clarita to learn more about the facilities. But if you want to somehow reach out to City of Hope, what do people need to do if they need to set up an appointment? And then maybe we can briefly again go over the different types of treatments and different types of diseases that are treated there. So how do we, if somebody wanted to make an appointment and get a second opinion, get a first opinion, what do they need to do?
If their physician is referring them, that's the first step.
Okay.
Or if you want to get a second opinion, and just call 661-799-1999 to connect you with new patient services. You can just walk in our office. Yeah. We have friendly faces there. Lily and Terry will be different Terry. Different Terry will be smiling.
You have a friendly face too, Terry.
Yes,
don't.
we all do.
Yeah, okay.
I was going to take that personally for a second,
but you have people there that are willing to set you up with an appointment as well. We're located at 23823 Valencia Boulevard on the second floor. It's the old New Hall land building.
So it's right across from City Hall, right next to, there's a Bank of America right near the mall there.
Exactly.
Skylight Medical Plaza.
Yeah. Skylight Medical.
Right there, second floor, and there's also like Santa Clarita Pediatrics, who is where my children go.
There you go.
When they're well visits and when they're sick.
Full service building.
Yeah, exactly. So, and so you can just go up there and make an appointment.
Yeah, you can walk in, you can call new patient services, your physician, your primary care physician can help you get connected as well through referral. As far as the specialties that we have, like we were talking about earlier, medical oncology, breast surgery, surgical oncology, general surgery, general urology, urologic oncology, gynecologic oncology.
The list goes on and on and on.
Yeah, the list goes on. So many different specialties. Even if you just, like I said before, need a second opinion, stop on by, give us a call.
All available here in the Santa Clarita Valley, which is the big thing. And we have that you have, and correct me if I'm wrong, with if there's surgical things that need to happen, that also can happen here in the Santa Clarita
happens
Valley.
here at either Henry Mayo or Providence Holy Cross and Mission Health.
Yep, and anything you need it to be taken care of. And let's, there's research that's done. The doctors over at City of Hope do a ton of research because they want to make sure that everybody, they want to eradicate this thing, to be perfectly honest. Like, they're in business to get out of business, right, for the most part. So go to cityofhope.org. Any closing thoughts from Terry? What about you? Anything closing?
Well, we hope that you never need us, but if you do, we're here for you. If you just need any educational materials, any information about screening guidelines, what you need to do to maybe lessen your risk, we have all that information. Anything you need, we're here to help.
Anything in closing, Mandy?
I'll piggyback off of what Terry said. Plus, I hope, someday that there's a cure and I'm out of a job. You know, that'd be the greatest thing. Yeah. So we're doing a lot of great research here. And, I just hope that I'm out of a job someday because there's a cure. Yeah.
And don't smoke.
Don't smoke.
Just don't smoke.
Just never.
That's the one, all the doctors who come in here.
Every single show, they're all, don't smoke.
No matter what kind of cancer, just don't smoke.
Eat healthy.
Exercise.
Don't smoke.
Get screened.
Yeah. Do all the things.
It's pretty
you need
simple.
To. Yeah. It's pretty simple. Yeah.
Those are things you can control.
Yeah.
You can control not smoking. You can control eating right. You can control exercise.
Yeah. Do those things.
Do those things.
Do those and don't do those things. Do and don't do those things.
Do those things and don't smoke.
Yes. Do those things and don't smoke. Thank you guys for coming in. I appreciate you guys being here. Again, this has been the City of Hope show. We had Terry Gore and Mandy Eglseder from the City of Hope, spreading the love about City of Hope. You can go to cityofhope.org/Santa Clarita to see their Santa Clarita facility. It's over on Valencia Boulevard across from City Hall. Thanks again, guys, for coming by. Appreciate
Thank
you.
you.
And we'll see you next month.
Hope so.
Next month. We're going to get a doctor again?
Yes,
again?
we will.
Okay, so I can make myself look like a fool trying to pronounce some of the stuff. All right.
That's
Good
good.
job.
We
We
can't
look forward
pronounce
to that every
either.
month.
That's fine. That's fine. This has been the City of Hope Show on your hometown station, KHTS.
Baby, if I could.